Yeah, it was great. It's just hard, you know, to figure out. And all this stuff happens and you.
Well, I mean, this we were missing one member who was appointed, and he hasn't attended since. That's a different conversation to have. Or in our planner, she's online right now. The presentation. She's the new, but been around for a while. At
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt's place. This will be the third one we've had.
yeah, because she actually Lauren gave the for Commissioner Jensen, but when the Goodyear. She gave that presentation. And
I
this
think I was having trouble that day getting connected in that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And this is about as simplistic as that was. Actually, it's more because there's garage doors to take out. This is not two windows and paint.
Well, I told my husband, I don't think I'm long. That's the size of my packet tonight.
We talked internally, you know, is this designer like, well, they are removing, once we was like, they're removing two windows. I mean, that's, you know, that's anybody
Starbucks is?
from the Burger King. It's more on the parking lot side.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I think it looks, no, I won't say what I'm going to say. Hearing hasn't started.
So when is Burger King going to move out? Days, I guess I'll drive up.
Yeah, that was a little error and the mayor pointed out. Staff report noted it was a vacant fast
Yeah,
food.
I saw
It's
that.
not. It is occupied. Now the hours are squishy, but it is.
Everybody's hours are squished
Kansas
these
Embassy
days.
shows up at work.
Even your Sherry's and all your 24 hours aren't even open 24 anymore.
No, the Burger King by our house will go. And we have to wonder, will it be open when we get there? Because sometimes it's just a Post-it note on the drive-through saying we're closed. I appreciate the Post-it, so you just keep driving, not.
You get your heart set on something and then it's like,
Now what do? We spent 15 minutes discussing going to Burger King.
I know. We did that one time to Burgerville up on Hogan. Got our heart set on it and I went. And got two lines coming in now, the way they revamped it and that. I'm sitting there and I'm like,
Okay, I think we'll,
okay.
we'll start the May 2nd, 2022 design. Board meeting this evening. And Lauren.
Yep. So Lauren, we'll do the staff presentation.
Okay, great. Can everyone hear me okay?
Up a little bit, so just talking.
Okay, sorry about that. My audio's cutting in and out. I'm not sure if it's on my end or if it's just the.
Okay, we turned it up here at City Hall. So yeah, you're up, Lauren.
Okay, great. And can everyone see this overview of design review DR 22-01 slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Great, perfect. So good evening, Chair and fellow commissioners. My name is Lauren Scott and I will be presenting for staff. This is a request for a design review to make modifications to an existing drive-through building. The project is located at Northeast 238th Drive near the intersection with Sandy Boulevard. It's within an existing commercial center that includes Walmart. The site is zoned commercial industrial and is surrounded by similar zoning. And the applicant is proposing to convert a Burger King drive-through restaurant into a Starbucks, maintaining that drive-through component. No alterations to the site's existing driveway access are proposed, and since this is an existing building, all utilities exist at the site. While the site is located within a larger commercial center, the property is on its own lot and all required parking is located on the subject property, and the site will have 27 parking spaces. The proposed revisions will modify the exterior finishes of the buildings, including colors and removing two windows, as well as modifying the existing awnings, adding some landscaping, and altering the drive-through equipment that currently exists. In order to support the project tonight, we have to show that the project meets all the required criteria and standards, and these are shown in the staff report in 3 sections, and I'll walk through each of these briefly. Starting with the zoning standards, the project is located in the commercial industrial zone and a drive-through is a permitted use. All zoning development standards have been met. In this zone, there's no minimum lot size, area, width, or depth, and no side or rear setbacks apply here, while the building does meet the 10-foot front setback requirement. There are also no height maximum requirements in this zone, but the height of the existing building would not be altered. And shifting to additional applicable development standards, since the structure is existing and it met the design requirements at the time it was built, and that includes the 15% minimum landscape area for commercial uses. An additional 475 square feet of landscaped area is proposed to screen the trash enclosure, and this existing enclosure did meet code requirements at the time, but it would be repainted under this proposal, as shown on the design renderings on the slide. In terms of parking, the code would require 22 spaces based on the gross leasable area and the nature of the use, and 27 spaces currently exist. And there are 2 required bike parking spaces and 2 existing at the site. So all parking requirements have been met. And lastly, the project must meet the criteria for design reviews. The applicant's not proposing any changes to the footprint of the structure, and the structure was previously approved by the city. The changes to the building facade colors, addition of the awnings, and additional seating outside blend with the environment and match the building's architectural style and only serve to enhance the human scale of the existing development. And the mature landscaping and all setbacks helps the project blend with the existing environment. Also, a design review criteria is that each element of the design must be attractive, and the changes to the building color, landscape, and awnings only enhance the building. In terms of privacy and safety, the structure is not located in a mixed-use development, and there are no residential uses included or adjacent to the site. Privacy is not necessarily an issue in a commercial project, but the presence of outdoor lighting and sidewalks help address pedestrian and motorist safety. The pedestrian and vehicle circulation patterns were established and permitted under the previous drive-through use, and there are no changes to these patterns proposed under this application. And based on the findings of fact included in the staff report, staff is recommending approval of the design review request for DR 22-01, subject to the conditions of approval to assure compliance with city standards. And that's it for the presentation. If anyone has any questions, please let me know.
Are you here to?
No, he's
Staff
Jonathan.
member. He's,
Oh,
he's one of our staff.
He's Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan. Okay, so we don't really have anybody here to,
There is no one here.
okay, well. I'll open it up to you guys. Any questions?
Did we have the?
Yeah, I can.
Wasn't
Is
on,
it
I
on here?
didn't see it on.
So the motion would be to approve the staff recommendation.
Okay.
I can plop it up real quick, but you know, it's me doing it, so.
Here.
It was like on that last page.
Yep. There we go. To approve the finding recommendation.
I recommend, make a motion that, we approve the staff recommendations for design review request for DR 01, subject to the conditions of compliance. Aye.
All right, thank you all very much, and thank you, Lauren, for your work on this. We will have more to come in the months.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you all. Have a good evening.
But until after the vote.
Steve?
What's that? Burger King doesn't have a deal.
You win that one, John.
Everything around in that area, that
Meetings take now.
So before you adjourn, I just want to, two things real quick. They're non-really action items, just for FYI. So House Bill 2001 code amendments, those are the state required ones, not tiny home, but just the state required stuff. May 26th, we want to do a joint adoption hearing with the City Council and Planning Commission. That way, Planning Commission does their motion recommendation, goes directly to City Council, so it can be, if adopted prior to June 1st, in effect prior to the July 1 deadline. The other thing is June 16th, like to hold a joint session of Planning and Council to review the tiny home feedback that is being sought after right now. So there's no code, there's no action. It's just, here's the feedback we've collected. What do the respective boards want to do for next steps? So next 2 dates on your calendar, if you could just pencil those in, you will get reminders, agenda packets, etc. Got remote access.
Yeah. You can reroute.
Oh, Hawaii for the May or June? Or both.
Yeah. well, Maybe.
You said the 26th.
May 26th, yes,
Okay.
And June 6th.
correct.
I can.
The what? Yeah, it's Hawaii. I mean,
You can speak 5 minutes.
House Bill 2001 with the open house last week, there were no comments on that. There haven't been any comments previously, and essentially adopting the state minimums with some additional design criteria. And so in theory, could be a short meeting. In theory. For the council meeting. No, actually, the council meetings are typically
Tuesdays.
second and fourth Tuesdays, except when there's a schedule conflict with one of the councilors, we push it to the following Thursday.
Ironically, he's had to call into the last 3 Thursdays.
Because I'm heading out of town after that.
A lot of people will be headed out of town after that.
Well, the May one's my birthday weekend, so that's why I'm heading out.
But that is all I have for you. And Alan, very nice to see you. You did miss the vote on everything. It was a quick one tonight.
Oh, I see. I apologize.
5 of us then?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Just time, yeah.
Quickest meeting we've ever.
I think so, yeah.
We had a 5-minute one time.
But is this the shortest?
Okay.
So my husband says, I
everyone
don't think I'll be
drive
very
here,
long
then
when I come back.
do
He's
the
gonna say, "We
meeting."
need even work going down there?
I expect it to be long.